Welcome to Finance Series with Oyekemi Ajayi. It is a great pleasure to connect with you. I am going to be talking about Executive Presence for Finance Leaders Part 2. Part 1 was very inciting and mind-blowing. If you are yet to see it, make sure you go to my YouTube page to see the Part 1. What are the actions that build executive presence in finance leaders? The first is communicating in executive level language. Interesting, right? Finance leaders strengthen presence when they lead with headlines, they give the key message first and then the insights. When you move from reporting numbers to explaining the meaning and the impact, when you use simple, concise language and not technical jargons, you are actually communicating at executive level. Let me look at an example very quickly. So instead of saying that operating costs increased by 15% due to several factors, you can say operating costs rose by 15%, driven mainly by logistic costs. That is more insightful, right? And then you can go further to say that you propose cost control measures, right? And you highlight the control measures that you are proposing. That is more insightful for executives rather than just saying, oh, costs went up by 15%. The second point is to demonstrate strong judgment and strategic thinking. Now, how do you do this? When you command executive presence, you are able to connect financial performance to business priorities, anticipate risk and forward-looking recommendations. You can present options with implications and not just the raw data. And then you can use scenarios and sensitivity analysis to guide management's decision. Presence is about showing how you understand the business deeply, not just about talking through the numbers. The third point is to strengthen composure in high-pressure moments. I say this because a lot of us work in high-pressured environments. So how do you communicate and drive home the point even when there is intense pressure? As a finance professional, you need to build presence by staying calm and focus on the solution. Avoid emotional reaction even when you are challenged. Use structured responses when under pressure. For example, you can say, let me clarify what we know, what we don't know, and what our next step is. Make decisions with confidence and not with hesitation. So composure is a good signal of competence. The fourth point is to project confidence through your body language and your voice. Presence is felt before it is heard. So if you come in and your voice is shaky, it shows that you are not projecting confidence. In fact, it shows that you are not confident. So maintain eye contact and have an open posture. Speak with measured pace and a controlled tone. If you are the kind of person that has a loud pitch or a loud tone, try to slow down when you are speaking, but don't be too slow. Just take your time and explain your points gradually. And then avoid over-explaining or rushing through the details. Yes, we know that their attention span is very low, and we know that you may be pressed for time or they may be pressed for time, but you need to focus on key points at that point in time. And then enter the room with purposeful energy and self-assurance. Don't go in dragging your feet. Don't go in, looking all tired and all that. No, you have to be sharp. You have to be active. And the fifth point is to offer solutions and not the problem. I always say this. You must have a solution mindset. Provide actionable recommendations. Don't just come up with analysis. What is the conclusion? What is the recommendation? Finally, it is very important to know that executives value finance leaders who help to solve problems and not just to identify them. I hope this information has been very helpful. If you are yet to follow me, please ensure you do so. Follow me on all my social media handles for more content on finance. Thank you once again for your time and do have a great one.